Okay, balik po tayo. Dumating ang 1995. Tumakbo ka. Abay, kalain mo nanalo ka. Ha? So how did you feel? Wow, first time ko ito in politics, in the Senate agad. And you won. And you cannot be accused of being a sitting down senator without production. Marami kang batas na naipasa. At in examining some of these bills that you have had passed, most of these bills are so blatantly pro-poor in the public. Is that the main motivation for you to enter politics?
Well,
Public service? And
you always have to. Politics is liking people. Liking people is helping people.
if you
And
don't if you don't like them, you cannot help them.
If
And
cannot
you won't help them.
Yes. So, to me, politics is helping people. You must like helping people. So, yes.
Okay, so now, what made you want to seek re-election? Same reason, I guess.
Yeah, to me, today, I mean, you're talking about today, re-election today. Yeah, the problems of the country are economic
Getting
in nature.
more and more.
Economic in nature. And I feel that I can contribute something
Okay.
along those lines.
Okay, but then I want to go into a somewhat more general discussion of today. Give me some of your gleanings from what's going on in this country and your own feelings about what's going on and what are the major reforms that we need to undertake, etc., etc. And are we sliding down? Are we going up? Are we sideways? Ano ang assessment po dito from a a broader perspective?
To a broader perspective, I think we're sliding down, but only a little bit. For example, our growth rate has gone down to 6.1% from 6.7 or 6.9%.
Oo.
But that's only for this last month. I hope that doesn't hold true. But then our exports have gone down. That's why
We're having such a balance of payments problem.
we have a balance of payments problem. But still, that balance of payments problem, matagal pa yan because malaki naman yung reserve namin eh. So our reserves are about
70 billion.
75 billion, yeah, or 70 billion. And our balance of payments problem is about, today, about 5 billion. So we have a long way to go.
Meron pang room.
Yeah.
But looking at it and trying to project ahead,
But wait a minute. But the inflation has gone up.
oo.
And inflation has stubbornly stuck at 6.7%, which is too high.
Well, it's the highest in all the Southeast Asian countries.
It's too high. It's too high. It's not as high as we were 10 years ago, but it's really very high now.
And compared to our neighbors who are having inflation
Yes.
of 1.6, 2%,
Correct.
tayo nandun nasa tugatog.
Yes. And that is because of the mismanagement of the economy, particularly the rice and corn and
The agricultural sector.
Yes.
And the fisheries.
Yes.
And the coconuts.
Yes.
And the irrigation. And lahat yan.
the coconut is useless already. We've already lowered by 30 to 40% our coconut oil
Ikaw
exports.
naman, naglabas lang ng, ewan ko kung ito fake news ng artikulo, we are about to start the replanting of coconut in this country.
Well, it will take 10 years.
Yun ang hindi sinasabi.
It will take 10 years. You know, we should have started replanting coconut 50 years ago, 60 years ago. Now Yolanda, Haiyan, Pablo, Typhoon, all these typhoons have already wiped out about 30% of our coconut trees, and we have not replanted.
Yun nga ang problema because walang atensyon eh. Alam mo, the most neglected farmers are not the rice farmers eh. It's the coconut
Yes.
farmers.
Yes.
Tapos ayaw pang i-release yung coconut funds
Yeah.
na dapat namang ibigay dun sa mga nagtatanim ng nyug.
That's the difficulty also with releasing the funds, because when you release the funds, to whom will you release it?
The ones who have property and are planting coconuts.
It's easier said than done, because there are those who claim also the fund who have already gone out of the coconut business. because the funds were collected from them when they were still in the coconut business. So
Well, sa
it's
akin,
really
since
hard.
it was collected from them, it should be given back to them even if they are now out of the coconut business.
It is being given back to them, and they have to
But-
get rid of it in 10 years' time. So they can use this for replanting.
Ang tingin ko kasi dito nakikita natin, our coconut trees are getting to be almost a century old.
Yeah.
Ang productivity ng coconut tree
Wala
na yan,
na.
bagsak na
Yeah,
eh.
bagsak na. That's why I told you we've around lost about 30 to 40% of our coconut oil exports, and there's no way we can replace that.
Why do we always act too late,
I don't
Serge?
know. I don't know.
Napakatanga na ba ng ating pamahalaan na hindi marunong kumilos on time?
Correct. You are correct.
Ikaw naman, you don't have to agree with me. I wish somebody would try and dispute me.
No, I'm not disputing that because I've always said that. I've said that already 30 years ago, that our coconut industry has to be, at
And
least
you
to be
know how
revived.
many Filipinos are dependent on the coconut industry? And this is about statistics of over 10 years ago. More than 13 million families.
No.
Hindi naman gano'n.
No. It's about 2 to 3 million families only.
By now, siguro.
No, we only have about 18 million families in this country.
Mm.
See, so not 13 million, maybe about 2.
13.
No,
Not even.
No.
Mas mababa pa.
Yeah.
Okay, but even so, when you have 2 million families or 3 million families dependent on coconut, you multiply by 5, how many people are those?
that's a lot. That's a lot.
You're talking about 12 to 15 million people.
Yes,
Well, that's a good percentage of the Filipino population
yes,
who are being neglected,
yes,
not being helped.
yes. I don't know. I mean, the government just hasn't seen fit to do it.
Is this because somebody in Congress or the lawmakers there are unwilling to do anything to push for it?
I don't think so. I think that people just have forgotten about the coconut industry.
Or that these are voters that will vote for me anyway, whether I disregard them or not?
No. I think that they just forgot about the coconut industry. And then,
You know,
okay,
how can anybody sit in Congress or the Senate and say we have just forgotten about the coconut industry?
Yeah.
I mean, how dumb are they? How neglectful are they? Are they stupid? Are they uneducated?
yeah.
Again, tonight is gonna be a terrible
Well-
night that I cannot.
Rice is the same thing. Corn is the same thing. So you have the agriculture industry really neglected. Fishermen are the same thing.
Well, then, as they say, who should be hung by their petard for doing this?
It's hard.
It's a collective irresponsibility.
Yes. Yes. Well, first,
Anong pag-asa nitong bansang ito?
you know, you always had agriculture secretaries who were not strong in character. So they were just doing their thing. And when they leave, and they leave it up to the next.
Even the
fellow.
management of our rice supply in this last year or two,
Oh no, that was bad.
it's been terrible,
Yes, terrible.
shameful.
Yeah. He allowed our rice reserves to go down to 2%, and then he opened up the bodega and said, we have no more rice reserves. So everybody else who had rice, the traders, withheld pa
The supply.
the supply, at tumaas yung presyo, umabot ng 70 pesos.
Oh.
Oh, that is a crime. Because rice
Anong
is the
ginawa
basic.
ng pamahalaan dyan? Meron ba?
Wala.
Wala.
Well, I think they're going to change Aquino, but they haven't even named somebody to take Aquino's place.
Alam mo, ang tingin ko ang problema natin ngayon, ang hirap humanap, ito is a political question, no? Ang hirap humanap ng matino na administrador o government official who can take over certain things sapagkat lahat sila have no confidence whatsoever that they will be supported.
That's true.
Hindi kasi pwede dito na ang mangyayari lang dito ay papasok ka sa pamahalaan tapos hindi mo magagawa yung kailangan gawin. Pagkatapos pag ikaw'y nagsalita na itong kailangan, babastunin ka mula sa Malacanang. And so, ang nangyayari dito, yung serbisyo mula sa takot. That will never solve anything.
Yeah. Totoo yan.
No progress can be made kung naduduwag ang mga taong naglilingkod. Then how will you attract competent people in government? If you were the one that were there sitting, kunyari lang naman, how would you do it?
Very hard.
Aside from
I
being
mean,
very hard.
I will approach them, but it's very hard because when you go into government and you have to deal with the bureaucracy, that's already your first hurdle, dealing with the bureaucracy.
Not even if you're coming in as boss of a department?
Yeah, you still have to deal with the bureaucracy of the department. And that is very difficult. Everything slows down right away there.
Alam mo, even during the time of Marcos, I was sometimes surprised when I'd see this happen, na magbibigay ng utos sa presidente, ganito. Pagdating sa ilalim, hindi mo ma-spelling kung ano
Yes.
Translated yan at its
Yes.
level of authority.
Yeah.
Pagdating sa ibaba, hindi mo na makilala.
Yeah.
And the people there are left, ano ang gagawin ko ngayon?
Correct.
Ay, paano tayo magpapatakbo ng pamahalaan sa ganyang paraan?
Well, we try, but we don't always get what we want.
Okay, granted that we try. Now, question. In the face of all of this, they're pushing federalism and I guess some form of parliamentary form of government. Are you in favor?
No. And I told that to Digong Duterte, August of 2015. I said, don't go for federalism because it is not an issue here. Go for peace and order. And he did. He went for peace and order. But then he brought in federalism later. Now, federalism will not work as on one. Federalism is based on the fact that you will use your own resources. But there is no region in this country that is totally self-sustaining except regions 3, 4A, and NCR. All the regions are underwater. That you are being supplied with the ERA to keep your region up. So, where will they get the money? Number 2. Cebu, for example, I'll just take, if they make Cebu into a region. Cebu, Negros Oriental, Bohol, and Siquijor. Cebu has 4 million people. Negros Oriental has 1.5. Bohol has 1. Siquijor has 200,000. Cebu is always bigger than all those 3 put together. So Cebu will dominate Region 7. So instead of having Imperial Manila, you'll have Imperial Cebu. Okay. Third, it's going to cost you about 250 billion pesos to put a secondary level of government into play. You're going to have 2 congressmen per district. So aside from the 1 congressman in Manila, they're going to have 2. All right? Then they're going to have their own Department of Tourism, Department of DILG, Department. So, dinuduplikando mo lang yung ginagawa na sa national government.
Doble lang ang gastos.
Doble ang gastos at anong magagawa mo? What is the reason? Okay, Region 13, for example, Caraga. It's so poor that 90% of their towns are on IRA. Only 10% is being collected in the town. 90% is IRA. So where will they get their money? Where will they get their money?
Okay, in addition to which, we are facing a time in our history where our own national defense needs are so overwhelming.
Yes.
So therefore, dito, ika nga, maski na gusto mo ibigay dito, napipilitan ka ngayon ilagay dito because our national security concerns are getting bigger and bigger and bigger and more serious.
Correct. No, we will never have enough money for everything. We have to be able
Yeah.
to husband it properly.
And we have to be able to prioritize that.
Yes.
And this is why some people are saying, and it's been coming out a little bit, the budget of the Office of the President has gone up from 1.7 billion to something like 12 or 13 or 14 billion. Why? No explanation, no nothing being said. But we have to pause for a few reminders and we'll get the answer from Senator Serge in a few minutes.
I don't have